And because I can never stick to a script, the next session was supposed to be a panel with me asking Se, please. Now it's time. There's your microphone. Oh.
Hello.
Okay. Okay.
Color
We can do
coordination.
this.
There we
We're
go.
tech people.
Yeah, we got this.
So I was like, I mean, yeah, we can do a panel. We can ask each other questions and we can, but it's 9-something p.m. Oh, 9 p.m.
Fair
You had
PM.
a long day at work in Europe. You had a long evening here. So we're going to do it a bit differently. So we're making a Q&A from the public. But first,
That's you.
That's you. So I actually, because, well, I don't know, are there any other Italians here in the room? Okay. So in Italy, we have this thing that when you have a show, there's always a beautiful half-naked woman taking the microphone around.
No.
No, but
You can't. I mean, go for it.
no, but when I was young, that was actually one of my dreams, to do that job. So I really wanted to come to the audience and be like, hey, do you have something to ask? But they're wired, so I cannot do that. So not even this time, I can fulfill my dream of being a half-naked microphone lady. That's very sad, but bear with me. Next time we'll be better prepared.
I just can't.
No.
Do we even need
This
a
was
panel?
definitely not in the script.
I don't know what's happening
Of
anymore.
course it's not, because the other dream, and that's where I'm throwing you a
We're not
curveball.
Italian. I think that's the
When I'm
problem.
throwing you a curveball. Has just become a karaoke. No, I'm
I'm
kidding.
actually okay with that. That I will
kidding.
do.
Then I asked Carrie back on stage.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. We'll do Q&A. We'll do a panel.
You know what song would be really good? Sorry. I'm just like, you're so vain.
I
bet you
am.
think this-
I am.
Wait.
I
bet
am.
you think this distribution package is about you, don't you? Don't you?
is.
Okay, sorry, I had to.
It is.
You asked for karaoke.
I love karaoke. And also we joked from the beginning that if there was ever going to be another BDFL, everyone knows it's going to be me. But there's not there's not one. So I cannot also fulfill that dream of mine.
This is getting sad.
So does anyone have questions?
All the questions are going to be about fair, right? Are we real? Is it?
No,
yeah,
the
yeah.
question can be about anything.
Well,
Does anyone have a
I
question?
don't see any hands yet.
No.
Come here.
Courtney has
I
a
wanted
question.
to take the microphone to you, but unfortunately you have to come up here.
Did not see that
So if you
coming.
have questions, please come up here and we'll make it a party. And then if there's enough of us, we can do an ABBA song.
I care a lot
Hi.
about. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Dear friend of mine, I care a lot about contributors.
Yes.
And I know that there's some contributors that would like to be funded to do some things, maybe related to FAIR. What are your thoughts around how we can fund the contributions that could be related to FAIR?
You know, one might think this was a setup question.
It is a setup question. It is a setup.
It was not. Surprise! Well, actually, I'm glad you brought that up because I was not speaking as the WP Community Collective in my talk, but I am the CEO of the WP Community Collective. Courtney is also a co-founder, as are other co-founders over there in the audience. So it's good that you brought that up because there are a lot of contribution opportunities, right? New contribution opportunities happening right now. You too can contribute more. However, my compatriots, and the members of the WPCC, which you too can join, think that maybe the days of completely extractive volunteer labor should not be the norm anymore.
Amen.
Amen. So we also can't go handing out money to people randomly. Weird. I know. I mean, that's where all of that went. I was wondering. That's a joke. We know exactly where it is. And actually, you can also know where the WPCC funds are because we're putting them on the website tonight. They're supposed to already be there. But that's all right. Anyway, point is, how can we fund things? We should probably open up an organization that is able to fund contributors for WordPress projects, open source projects in general, adjacent projects like FAIR. And amazingly, we have done that already. It already exists. Yeah. So we have this awesome zine that I didn't bring up with me, but it's over there. Can you hold that up? Vlad is going to hold it up. There it is. It tells you all about the WPCC and how we work so that you can join and help fund contribution to all sorts of things, not just WordPress. Okay. That was a long answer.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a lot of words.
Extractive labor bad, paying people good.
Yeah.
That's the TLDR. I got that.
More questions, please. Yes, we have another brave soul here.
Hello. I was
Hey.
really pleased to hear about the plans to support premium plugins, and I'd love to have you expand upon that.
For
So
the question.
historically, every premium plugin has to, well, sort of work around WordPress.org, right? All the guidelines made it very hard to do things, and that led to most plugins having a free and a premium version. I think that with this, we'll actually be able to make that a lot easier because you'll be able to find the premium version, install that, and we'll need to figure out how you do payments, etc. But most of that you could do yourself as well. You could just handle the entire system, which leads to much, much, much better user experiences. Because I'll let you all in on a secret. When we had Joost,
What's that? Never heard of it.
Well, this small plugin,
Right.
we sold quite a few premium licenses, and at one point we discovered that a large percentage of our users never installed premium because they didn't know it, even though they had bought it.
You know, you can put notices in the admin. Sorry.
Oh, we had to go there. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, you knew that. You did know that.
We did know that. We did
know that.
actually do that. Yeah, no, we did that. And it's just, it's very hard for people. And I think that what people have to realize is that what the WordPress, a lot of us that are slightly on the other side of 35,
Speak for yourself. Ooh.
No, but those of us who started on WordPress early on take a lot of stuff for granted that new users just don't do. So new user experiences for WordPress very often already include plugins and very often have just a lot of these things already installed, and they don't think about how to do that, and they definitely don't know how to download a zip file and then upload it themselves manually and click activate and or install and then activate, because why wouldn't that be one button? So there is a lot to do.
Ajax. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I agree, but Core doesn't. No, so I think we can make that entire system simpler, better for everyone, which makes the premium plugin economy also better, which I hope will also help with innovation because we badly need it.
Absolutely. Thank you. More questions. Ooh, the boss man has a question. Oh.
The Queen has a boss?
I have a question. Like last year in October, there was a law passed in European Union called Cyber Resilience Act, which is going to affect, the WordPress core. Is going to affect all of the plugins. Everyone needs to be compliant and have a CE mark. How is FAIR going to tackle that issue? Thank you.
Thank you.
Can we pass this one to Ryan?
That's a good question.
Who wants to take this on?
Where's Ryan? Because he's actually far better at answering this. Than
Yeah,
you.
come on up. This is the open. Okay, we're moving into the open mic part.
Gotta get technical.
Do you have an answer or a question? Oh, you also have an answer.
No, but we have a technical answer, but Ryan has a much better
we also
technical
want to
answer than
hear-
I.
Sorry. Congratulations, by the way. Many of you might know or not that I'm also the president of the Open Website Alliance, consisting of Typo 3, WordPress, Joomla, and Drupal. And the Open Website Alliance was created because of the CRA. Oh. Right? And we have put a lot of the time to actually prepare, and we wrote an open letter to the European Commission 2 years ago about the role of open source. So yes, it's going to happen. It's going to happen faster than you think. The open source, so maybe better like this. So we'll take care. Please come to us if you want to.
You mentioned 4 members, but I looked at your website today.
Oh.
Wow.
Who uses websites?
Never heard of it.
No, actually, 2 years ago, the world was a different one, right? So we decided this week that we're going to be, because we reached out to WordPress. Hey guys.
To who?
To WordPress.
Exactly? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Just checking.
Yeah. So it's all about Oedipus complexes here, right? So I'm an open person, and as you heard it before, I'm a peaceful person. We should go the path of peace, but we should also prepare our communities for these things to happen. And we should also make sure that everybody's informed enough that they can do the right thing. So please rest assured that we are open to anyone who's in the open web, right? Open for other open source, open web-minded organizations. So if you think you can be part of it, we will take care of that.
I think we can.
So
Kareem was already gesturing that he wanted to say
I can't be up here with these two guys.
No. So just
is this a new question?
no.
It's all a setup.
We haven't had a chance to tell you
JK.
yet. We met with your compatriot today, and FAIR is going to do everything they can to also contribute to your initiative.
yes.
I think that's called collaboration.
It is. And so, yes, let's dive into some of this. I think I want to mention as well, while we have built FAIR for WordPress, we have also designed it in a way that actually any software system could actually adopt it. We have not built it specifically for WordPress. So, if Typo 3 would like to adopt FAIR as well, I think, it's open technology, and we'd love to have other people using it.
It would be fair, wouldn't it?
It would be. It would be. You would not believe how many puns we have had over the time when we worked on this. So to the CRA point specifically, so the CRA has certain requirements around, and I know we've talked about this directly, has a lot of requirements around things like reporting, ensuring that you have the right context for certain things, ensuring that you mark things correctly, whether that's the CE mark or explicitly marking things as security releases, for example, etc. We have built those things into the FAIR protocol from the start, designing it in a way that it basically is impossible to not provide that information. And we've gone further as well. So I don't want to get too far into the tech details. You can go check it out on the repository, but our decentralized IDs are tied to cryptographic signatures. And so actually we can secure the supply chain the whole way throughout while still allowing things like mirrors from hosts and et cetera. But with all that said, I mean, we're not going to get it perfect, and we welcome all of the feedback that we can get. We want to engage people from, whether that is at a security company, whether that's at a host, whether those are, enterprise agencies, whether it is, site builders working with users directly, no matter what you're doing, we want to have you as part of FAIR. I think Carrie said in the talk before, none of us are as smart as all of us, right? And we want as much feedback, as much collaboration, because really the strength of WordPress over the past 20 years that I've been involved with it has been when we come together as a community to build things together. Not when we go off in silos, but when we come together. So, I welcome all the feedback that you have on our CRA stuff, and yeah, if there's things that we need to add, we have designed in a way that we can iterate on that, and we intend to do that over the next, who knows how long.
Forever.
Yeah.
Questions? Oh, you can stay here with us,
Yeah,
my
stay
friend.
here.
Stay.
Yeah.
You can also hire us for wedding, funerals,
Specifically,
engagements.
Francesca, you can specifically
Engage.
have.
No, because you don't like this at all. You're so uncomfortable
Make her
on
dreams
stage.
come true.
Thank you. The queen, the real queen is here.
So do you need help?
From
Yes.
you?
With Fair.
Always.
We need help from everyone.
From everyone.
That's my question. What
Yeah.
can I help with?
Well, go to fair.pm,
Okay.
which actually redirects to our GitHub repo. and
Okay, I
start-
found it. Yeah.
And start reading.
Okay, thank you.
Most importantly, start writing.
So it is worth saying, I think, we kind of mentioned there are a lot of contributors involved with this. You saw many of them in this room, people who are, making their involvement public. There are also people who are keeping their involvement private for various reasons. But there's also a huge number of other contributors, including many watching us right now on the live stream. Hello. And they are right now looking at pull requests and things like that. So if you want to get your laptop out and start contributing right now, please do. There are people waiting for your call. So yeah.
Also, no karaoke hackathon?
I mean, I've got a microphone in my hand. I am happy to start karaoke right now.
We have
I'm here
still
for
3
that.
minutes. Should we sing or should we have a question? Oh. Are you here to sing? Get on. Can you? Okay. Jono is here to sing. Go.
What's our message to the market, to people we interact with over the next few days who might, say, incorrectly use the word fork, or enterprises who are concerned about man-in-the-middle attacks? How do we succinctly sell this message?
Thank you. Who wants to reply? Do you want to take it? Should I call the other Italian? What's up?
Oh, he usually has more words than I do, but this is not a fork, right? It's by definition, it's
There is no fork.
no. By definition, what we wanted to do was embrace what we could do and enhance the community instead of break it. And I think that's what we've done. I think FAIR is not, as a technical project, not the easiest project to explain to everyone. And I'm not.
You mean package distribution? That does not.
No, I mean a
Every
package.
balls off your tongue.
The people who understand what a package manager is are probably already like a subset of humanity that's fairly small.
It is.
But the thing is that if we talk to our distribution partners about this and they know what this means and we get them to use this, the end users don't have to know. They don't have to know.
They don't have to
crime.
understand.
Well, they can't.
I'm just saying they don't have to know doesn't sound super
No,
transparent.
but
That's all.
yeah, no, that's fair. They don't have to understand.
They can know,
They can know.
but they
can,
don't
if
have
they
to
want to,
understand.
and we can really make it easy for them to use everything.
So I think as well, something that we have embraced throughout this is it's not a protest. This is not just going and replacing things for the sake of it. Really, this is the next generation of what we should be building, right? Something that we have always had in the WordPress community is a big focus on users and what we can do to actually empower them, deliver better things for them. We mentioned before that right now the ecosystem is actually quite fragmented, right? Getting premium plugins or plugins that are only hosted on GitHub or whatever is actually really difficult if you're a user, right? You have to download zips, you have to git clone, or you have to install Composer, all of these things. We believe that we have the ability to actually stitch the ecosystem back together while also actually just making it better at the same time.
Jono, is that slogan good enough and also for SEO? Okay, good. I'm gonna go to Wendy, and then I'm gonna go to Michelle, and then I think they're gonna kick us out. Oh, but we didn't do the karaoke.
Or the half-naked dancing.
Apparently, that I need to organize better for that one.
After party with Francesca.
All right. So
That was not the message.
Sorry.
I'm super excited. My question actually aligns with Jono's question. How? Because I understand a little bit of what you're saying. I also understand, I think, a little bit of what it could imply. We have another day of WordCamp tomorrow.
Do we? We don't know if we do.
Well, I hope
I mean, him. I wasn't involved. No, just him. I was already don't ban me again.
Let me put it differently. I hope I have another day of WordCamp tomorrow.
There you go.
I will be proud to tell people I was here and share the insights I have learned. Can you help me create some simple sentences that I can actually share with people at the WordCamp to also inspire them to at least go and take a look at your website and maybe join the GitHub and the movement and get involved a little bit?
I think we
Thank you.
can. In fact,
Do it right now.
well,
We do.
I have what we call a message house.
Yes. Yes for the message house.
made by my lovely wife.
We could do karaoke while you find it.
My connection is not the best.
Okay, that's our turn.
We will share those. I mean, honestly, our marketing and our all those things are not the first things we did, but they should be things we focus on. And this is a very valid question. And I'll be the first to say that a marketing team is a thing worth having.
Thank you very much. We should fist bump on that. That's right. Don't scorn marketers is really what you
No,
hear
so
today.
I agree, and we'll have to put that up on the website as soon as we can. There are some people listening who are behind computers who can maybe do that.
Thank you. So one last question from Michelle.
Okay, point of clarification on some things, or maybe one thing. But going back to Zoe's talk at the very beginning and how words matter, I've heard Ryan say open, and I want to know if you can clarify open versus free when it comes to the FAIR plan.
Thank you. Thank you, Michelle.
Everybody's looking at me to answer that one, so I'll give it my best try. So, you know, when we talk about openness in this, we are not talking about, you know, the code just being available, right? You know, I think that is very easy to achieve. Part of the reason that, you know, we wanted to be under the Linux Foundation's umbrella to understand, you know, the models that existed, the ways that, you know, huge communities across, you know, open source and across free software work, you know, was kind of going with the Linux Foundation and seeing what is, you know, best practice. And so we kind of mentioned, you know, the sides of it, but we have a technical steering committee that is composed of members who are people that contribute. And we actually changed the Linux Foundation definition slightly to make it a bit broader so that we're making sure that we include all types of contribution, not just contributing code. Everybody who contributes can kind of become part of the technical steering committee. Technical steering committee then gets to vote and elect the co-chairs. So Carrie, myself, and Mika were elected as the co-chairs. And we have rules around how that governance works. And then, you know, that kind of interacts with the technical advisory board and things like that as well. So, you know, it is not just openness in terms of, hey, this is open source, we're throwing some code out there and kind of good luck. You know, it is all throughout all of these things. You know, and we really want to embrace the community side of these things and bring everybody together. You know, we don't want this to be, hey, you know, some people over here get power and some people don't, and there's no rules for how any of that happens. It's completely arbitrary. You know, we want to build something from scratch, following the best practices, following the trends and the patterns set by, you know, great open source communities already.
Yeah, I think that what's important to add here is that the guiding principle was that no single company or person can direct where this goes. It's for all of us, and we have to decide with all of us where it goes.
Thank you. The future of WordPress. The future of WordPress.
I'm on a fair sandwich over here.
Okay, yeah, that is a fair sandwich indeed.
That means the WPCC is the meat.
This is getting
Or the cheese. Probably the cheese. That's better.
I don't
Makes
know.
more sense.
Like, where's Taco? Are we okay to say these things? I don't know.
I think we might be out of time.
I was talking
We
about
are out of
sandwiches,
time, but I
Francesca.
really want to hear one thing. 3 words that come to mind when you think about the future of WordPress.
Excitement, community, and openness.
All right.
Possibility. Collaboration. I already did that one. Not karaoke, but that could be close. Honestly, I don't want to even say this just because I'm not I'm not a fair representative, but fairness.
Good.
But not just fairness, like actual fairness.
Thank you.
I'm kind of into it.
Just one word. Innovation.
All righty. Thank you so much for being here on this slightly unhinged session. Takis, please close the session in a proper way, not in the unhinged way.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. I mean, we all sort of witnessed a little bit of WordPress history happening in front of our eyes tonight, I think. And if we can get our final slides on the